Okay, dune ecology, we're going to talk about the back dune now. This is all part of the sand dunes here. You don't notice the sand on the ground because the sand is covered up by trees and leaves and plants, and you just can't see it. But if I were to dig down with a shovel just a few inches, it'd be pure sand here. But this is a much different part of the sand dunes. Back here, over hundreds and hundreds of years, the ecology of the dunes hasn't been interrupted by the wind so much. And that's allowed plants to lay down a nice layer of topsoil so different plants can grow and stabilize. We would call these stabilized back dunes. These are stabilized, and it allows all kinds of vegetation from the different types of trees. You can still see there's low areas, the interdunal pond here, but you can see all the different trees. There's oak trees, there's the black cherry trees that are growing. We've got the black cherry right here, needles right here. We got a beautiful oak growing back here. And you can tell this has been stabilized for a long time because these oaks are big. These oaks are 100 or so years old, some of these oak trees back here. So this has been a long time stabilized. Now back in the logging era, when they used to log off most of the dunes, that disturbed the dunes. Some of the sand dunes never recovered from the logging area, and that's part of the open dunes now. But this area back here did recover, and the trees have taken back over and stabilized the whole back dune. So the back dune is the most popular, not for all animals, but for a lot of the wild animals that live out there. The back dune is the most popular because of the shelter, because of the shade, and because these plants here back, these plants produce a lot of food sources for the animals. So you're going to find most of your animals living back here. Just as I would say that you have your favorite room in your house where you spend more time, because whatever it is in that room you like, whether it's a television, computer, or you like just the silence and reading, the back dune, a very important part of the sand dune ecology, the sand dune house. I want to say thank you for allowing me to take you on this short little sand dune ecology hike today. I want to point out that there's a lot more to know and learn about the dune resources, the dune ecology. I gave you just a simple little capsulated overview of the dune ecology. I hope that you will want to learn more, from the mosses that are growing on the wood to the actual types of trees and other animals that live out here. There's a lot more. One of the things, again, and I like to point out, is I try to make this simple enough for everybody that they'll enjoy and they'll understand it. So I use the idea of a sand dune house. We saw the beach, we saw the foredunes, the plants of the dunes, we saw the interdunal pond, we saw the trough, and we saw the back dune here. And so I want you to be able to understand, just like your house that you live in with the different rooms, different sizes, different decorated, you spend more time in one room than the other. They're all important that make your house up. The same could be said of the sand dunes too. They're all important parts. So thank you again for joining me, and enjoy this. If you have any questions, please get a hold of me at Ludington State Park. I'm the park interpreter, Alan Warnett.